everybody, welcome back to my channel. Who is ready for another installment of the Cricut Can 2 series? We are going to make a St. Patrick's Day card using print and cut, and I put Shamrockin with my favorite Goose, and I can't remember where I found this goose, but I'll try to link it in the description area for you. We're going to use some pattern cardstock. This is from It's a Girl from Echo Park. And then from Recollections, we're going to be using this paper pad. They have a bunch of glitter cardstock along with solid, and we're actually going to use the green. So really easy card. I love it. I typically don't make St. Patrick's Day cards because I don't think there's too many of us that give out cards for St. Patrick's Day, but why not? I don't have to buy any fancy dies or stamps for it, and it's free to me other than using some of my scraps. So I am having this going. My mat is upside down because it's losing some of its stick in the upper left corner. So before I get rid of it, I'm going to use it down here and let this lose its stick, and then I'll discard this mat. So main thing is here, you want to make sure that the arrow is in the upper left corner. Make sure it reflects your Cricut, and then you want to select your 80-pound cardstock. So I'm going to get everything cut out, and then we can go ahead and get started. Oh, also I have a laser printer, so you might want to consider that if you're getting into the whole, if you don't want to buy stamps and dies and you want to do just printing or print and cut and you want to use your alcohol markers, I would really highly recommend investing in a laser printer because it doesn't smear, and then it's also alcohol marker friendly. Okay, but if you have an inkjet printer, that's fine. It's just you're gonna have to dry it, let it dry really, really well, and then try to avoid the black lines because it still will smear no matter how dry it is. Okay, let me run this through my Cricut and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, I have my pieces all cut out. So let's go ahead and let's get our goose colored next. I think that's going to be the next step, and then really we can just assemble. I mean, this card is just so easy and not a lot to it. I mean, you can make it as complicated, not complicated, but as involved as you want, but I'm going to keep this fairly easy. So let me bring in, I know, look at all these markers, and we're not even, I mean, we have very little that we're coloring, but it's all right. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn on some fun music, and I'll go ahead and get to coloring. That was super easy. Move those to the side here. Okay, I'm just going to flip that over, peel that off. This is just a light grit mat from Michael's for the Cricut Joy, and I just use it to help move this around as I color it. Let's go ahead and we're going to use some Spellbinders cardstock. Not exact match, but I think when I bring in the glitter, it will be a good match, the glitter cardstock. Okay. Go ahead and fold that over, and let's give that a good score or good press. Okay, now that we have that done, I am going to bring in my paper pad and I am going to select the green. This is, I don't know if they still sell this. I want to say this was probably like a year ago when I purchased that. So bear with me if they don't have that, but I do want to say that this is 4 by 5.25, and we're going to make this slightly larger. I just want a very slight offset, just enough for a little shimmer. So we're probably going to do like 4 1/8, maybe closer to that 4.25 mark. I want that white or the green border, so I want that to show. So I don't want to go too much. So there's that, and then we're going to do 5.25, and again going slightly over that. Okay, perfect. So if I did this right, this should have just a very, very low or very small border. That's perfect. Even that's pretty in itself, and then this is going to sit right on top of that. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and add some glue. So I've already made this card. I was originally just going to do a short, a YouTube short, and I'm still going to post that one because it is a little different than this card. But try to get there. I used my tape runner, and I didn't have all these well, you'll see the difference between the two. There's not a whole lot of difference, but the application's a little bit different, and I'll show you guys that once we're done. Okay. So then I'll just kind of flip that over and get that into place, like so. So you can see that the two greens kind of match up a little bit better than this, but I think it will be okay. I mean, I like how my card turned out before, and the one I did before the video, so I think we'll be all right. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. Oh, and for those who wanted to know how I came up with that, I used AI. I showed my little goose, and actually this goose that you'll see is actually already colored in, and so when I uploaded it to Cricut, I just removed the background because I wanted to color it. I didn't want to just have it printed. I want to do a little bit more to the card and have fun coloring. I love to color, so it was a lot of fun. Okay, I feel like I just need a little bit. No, I think we're good. Perfect. All right, bringing in my foam panel. I'm gonna put that there, and then we'll just take that off, put this on. I don't think I've ever made I don't think I ever made a St. Patrick's Day card. I made a video, I think when I first started my channel. I started in October 2024, and so that would have been 25? No, wait. No, 2023, I think. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so like a few months later, in March, I made a Craft With Me video for St. Patrick's Day, and because normally I don't, just trying to get this lined up, I don't do decor for St. Patrick's Day. Not really big into that holiday, but that's okay. I'm gonna bring out my foam squares because I think what I want to do is see how you have that slight border around the shamrock and then also around the card base. And I do, well, I kind of like it inlaid like that, and maybe have the goose pop up. Well, crud. I was thinking of popping this up. yeah, we'll just pop up the goose. I think I like it inlaid like that. So that's what we'll do. We'll just add some glue to the back of this. Who would have thought that I would be using a paper pack called It's a Girl for St. Patrick's Day? And if you don't have this cardstock, don't buy it. Just go, especially if you have a good printer, just go online, find a pattern you like, and then print it out. And just use that. My goodness. Okay. I've done that in one of my Valentine's Day videos. I didn't have a pattern that I quite liked, and I just printed it. Okay, I'm just trying to get this in place. Beautiful. That looks really good. Okay, I'm going to set my acrylic block on that, and then I am just going to add some foam squares to the back of my silly goose. It is all about the goose. I absolutely, where's my scissors? Hang on, there it is. Okay, I love it. I love it. I'm all in. Okay, so let me know if you make cards for St. Patrick's Day. Do you decorate for St. Patrick's Day? Like I said, I typically don't. And I think I really just need one of these. Okay. There's that. And then, although I love watching Leap Year every St. Patrick's Day, or not on St. Patrick's Day, but around the holiday. In fact, I just watched it tonight. And St. Patrick's Day is like, well, at the time of me recording this is probably a few, well, it's probably like, I think it's like 2.5 weeks away. So let's go ahead and remove the backers. Okay, set that to the side. I'm going to use my tweezers. That just really helps to get my hands out of the way. And make sure that's nice and straight. I think you kind of want it up like that. Yeah, that is so cute. Aw, I love it. Okay, let's bring in some sequins. And we're going to use Cottontail, Rain or Shine. And the last one. Oh, this card is so cute. Oh my goodness. Love it. Look at it. Come on, who doesn't love a silly goose, right? For any occasion. So here's the card, obviously, that we made in today's video, but I wanted to show you the card that I did in the YouTube short, and so it's slightly different. What's different is I did not inlay the shamrock. The shamrock is cut twice with an offset, right? And so that is popped up, and of course the goose sits on top of that shamrock, whereas this one is inlaid with the card panel, so a little bit different. I also scaled down the goose a little bit so that way we can see more of the shamrock. This one kind of does take up a lot of that space, so let me know if you like the one that's inlaid, or do you like the one that sits on top of the card base? Okay, well, thank you so much for watching this Cricut Cantu series. Let me know if you're loving the Cricut Cantu series, and let me know what are you, and also drop me a comment and let me know what kind of card you want to look to see next. Okay, thank you so much. I will catch you all in the next card or craft video. Bye.